Hey, thanks for joining me today. You're listening to the Sit Down with Roman Gray. I've taken some time recently to reflect and see how far I've come and where is it that I want to go. And I started remembering all the times I felt so lost and so unsure, so stuck that a lot of times it felt like I would just watch time go by with so much anxiety from my confusion and lack of action. It took me a very long time to realize what I'm about to say, and sometimes I'm not even sure if this is the full answer. But that feeling of being stuck and lost was almost always accompanied by a sense of meaninglessness. This crippling sense of powerlessness, not knowing enough and feeling so little. It was like I became alienated from my own self. I didn't know anything about myself. I had lost whatever it was that I knew about myself. And in those moments of just complete internal despair, I was finally revealing to myself all this self-doubt and uncertainty, all the fear of not knowing what to do, never knowing what's going to come next, and the heaviness of regret. I realized that some of the questions that I used to ask myself that would help were, what is it I'm afraid of? What is it I'm running away from? What idea did I have in my head that didn't meet my expectations? Realizing and accepting that it's okay to not be okay all the time. I'm learning that there's nothing wrong with me and there's nothing to fix. I'm human. I'm working on just trying to accept that I'm doing my best and I'm focusing on what I can control. And that's more than enough. I'm reminding myself to laugh a little more and to not be so tense all the time. To make sure I let the people in my life know I love them. Try to be more accepting of what comes my way, regardless if it's what I had in mind or not. Reminding myself that so many people are at a place in life where they never thought they would be. That life goes as it does. No matter how hard you try to plan it, it goes off script. We all have to navigate and figure out how to handle these confusing periods of our life. And it kind of hit me that whenever people tend to go through these unsure moments in their life, it's almost always states of transition. No matter how long the feeling lingers, you're figuring something out, and that thing is typically yourself. And it's not necessarily some big revelation. It's just part of the human experience. Figuring ourselves out in moments of chaos or uncertainty, that's never going to change. It's easier said than done, but maybe instead of feeling so down, when those moments of feeling lost or stuck or confused begin to feel like the plague, don't look at it as something is wrong with you. Perhaps be excited about or interested in what comes next. 'Cause there is always something next. Regardless of how endless it feels and lonely it may be, most things are temporary. Emotions come and go. And anything worthwhile tends to be fleeting. And so this too will pass. I'm not so sure this quote relates to what I'm saying, but I came across it a couple months ago and I just thought it was beautiful. Ricky Gervais once said, "Happiness is amazing. So amazing that it doesn't matter if it's yours or not. You still smile when it's around."